What's going on, everyone? This is Clayton Youngberg once again coming at you from AndroidAuthority.com, your #1 source for all things Android. Today we've got a head-to-head smackdown between two of ASUS's top tablets on the market right now. We've got our ASUS Transformer Pad Infinity TF700T, and then we have our Transformer Pad TF300T. Now, a few slight differences within these tablets. We've got our price point on the 700T, the Infinity as we'll call it, the 64GB version coming in at $599, and then our TF300T is coming in at $400 for our 16GB version. So if you're looking at from a price standpoint, you're already going to be having one chalked up for the TF300T. Now, as you notice, these are definitely constructed using different materials. The 300T is constructed using plastic. We do have a metal piece for the little hinge on the mobile keyboard dock, but even the keyboard dock here is encased in a little bit of plastic. Now, it does stay cool with the plastic, but the aluminum body of the 700T is actually what's going to stay the coolest under high temperatures and stuff like that. Anyways, we'll open both of these up, and we'll shut the screen off just for now. As you can see, the keyboard docks are roughly constructed in the same manner. We have our raised keys coming out of the body of the actual keyboard dock, which is very classy and elegant, and it's also more durable. You can't just rip the keys off of there. Now, we do have different touch pads on the docks here, just like that, and a different bar to click on each of them. Now, each of the docks do hold a battery and add about 5 hours of battery life to each device. Now, they're each a 10.1-inch screen tablet. Both just about as thick as the other. The 300T is a little bit more thick than the Infinity. We have our power buttons located in the same place on each device, up in the top left. And then on the Infinity, we have, ASUS has chosen to put the volume rocker on the top right, as opposed to the left of the tablet on the 300T. Now, the 300T does feel a little bit lighter, and it also feels a little more flimsy just due to the plastic construction. It kind of has some give in the back, and even the screen itself has a little bit more give than the 700T. The body also can separate from the screen ever so slightly under, if you're kind of holding it wrong or something like that. But they're both great. We'll check out on the back here. We are rocking an 8-megapixel camera on each device, but on the Infinity we have a LED flash, as you can see, as well as a small mic right there. And our front-facing camera on each device, the Infinity is rocking a 2-megapixel camera and at 720p with capabilities of HD. 720p, and then our 300, the TF300T, is rocking a 1.2 megapixel camera. Now, as far as software, they're both the exact same software. We're running Android 4.0.3 on each. They each have the WaveShare UI by ASUS. We do have a much brighter screen on the TF700T due to its LED backlit Super IPS Plus display. Now, the 300T is only the IPS. So as you can see here on our 300T, we just simply have our volume scroll and our auto brightness. While on the 700T, we actually have our Super IPS Plus mode that we can actually view this outside and just have great viewing angles and stuff like that. Now, the apps that come on each of these are basically the same. We just have our stock ASUS apps here on the left. We have the ASUS Vibe, the App Backup, App Locker, the same here on the TF700T. And in my opinion, the 700T displays things just a bit better. The 300T is a little more reflective. It seems as though there's actually more space between the top of the screen and the actual LCD screen within. Now, there is Corning Gorilla Glass 2 on the 700T, which is going to protect against scratches, and it's just all around a little bit better display, much better in terms of resolution. Now, our resolution on the 300T is a 1280 by 800 resolution, and then on the TF700T, the Infinity, we've got 1920 by 1200 resolution. So it's just much better. We have really good pixel density on each, so they both look great. Anyways, we'll go ahead and check out our status bar and go into the settings. Scroll all the way down on each. You can see that under the About tablet, for the TF300T, we're rocking Android 4.0.3. That is the same on the 700T. I wouldn't be surprised if these devices do get Jelly Bean in the future, so we'll just hold out for that. And anyways, I do notice that the colors are a little bit more rich on the 700T, so we'll go ahead and go to YouTube, and we'll just view a similar video on each. So as you can see here, we are running the same exact video on each tablet. The 700T does have a little bit more striking colors than the 300T, and it looks like our refresh rate on the 300T is a little bit lower. We're getting some cycling on the screen and stuff. But both of them are displaying the video extremely nicely. So yeah, our colors are a little more rich on the 700T due to the Super IPS Plus display, but it's not that big of a deal. They both run at a very, very high rate, and they're both great for viewing videos, HD gaming, and stuff like that. Now the Tegra 3 is awesome for gaming. We have our different apps like Global pre-installed, so we can actually game hard. So we've killed all the apps on each tablet. We're going to go ahead and run a quadrant test on each of them, see which one comes out faster according to the quadrant scores. We have the results of our benchmark tests. The Infinity came in at a score of 4,000, and then the TF300T came in at 3,991. So we're cutting it extremely close. Both of these are crazy fast tablets. Now our CPU scored 10,245 on the TF300T, and we got 8,637 on the 700T, which is a little bit strange considering the 700T is in fact clocked higher. But we got, let's see, 3,900 for memory and 2,800 for memory on the 300T, that is. So we're basically just across the board even. Now both of these devices have a few differences on the actual body. We'll just go ahead and hold those up side by side. We do have the micro HDMI on each of these, as well as the mini SD. Now our headphone jack is located in a different location on the 700T than it is on the 300T, which is right here. But both of these have a nice slim profile. They look great in their keyboard adapters. We'll go ahead and put those together, show you the different thicknesses of each. So as you can see, there are differences in thickness between each of these devices when they're in their mobile dock. The 700T is just a little bit thinner, and it's actually, you know, a little bit heavier, just very slightly. But we do have our 16-pin connector on each, and then we have on the other side full SD card readers and USB 2.0 on each. So either way, you guys, these are both great devices. If you want to spend the extra money for a little bit higher clock speed on the Tegra 3, a little bit extra storage, and then a nice aluminum construction, I'd say go for the 700T. But if you just need the basic internals of the 700T with a smaller price point and still a really durable device with a great multitasking keyboard dock, I would suggest going for the 300T. But what are your guys' opinions? Go ahead and drop us a line in the comments. Visit our website. We'll have a written review up for these, and just go ahead and tell us what you think. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We always appreciate it, and have a good one.